first of all, I will present about the concept of hybrid manufacturing. Okay, what is hybrid manufacturing? Manufacturing is a term that describes combining additive manufacturing and separative manufacturing in a single machine system. Okay, for example, additive manufacturing in the form of laser cladding cloth be used to build up a metal form that, when put is machining using traditional method. A reserved example would be subtractive machining used to create a base structure, which additive manufacturing used to create the structure on top of the base. Separative manufacturing is used where traditional method. Surface and additive manufacturing is used where a high degree of delicacy is needed. Alright, next I will present about the importance compared to existing traditional and non-traditional process. Okay. Hybrid manufacturing create more freedom in design and allow for more intricate and complicated parts to be created much more easily by taking advantage of the speed of 3D printing and the flexibility of subtractive detail work. Okay, next about the advantage compared to existing traditional and non-traditional process. In traditional process, the cost is cheaper mass production. So it can save the budget. It also can the global availability of a large pool of skilled labor. Okay, for the advantage in non-traditional, it provides high accuracy and surface finish. It also can be used for intricate shape machining, and it can use for the brittle material. Okay, next, the disadvantage compared to existing traditional and non-traditional process. If we use the traditional process, it takes longer production time. It also have limitation on customization and no design flexibility. And then for non-traditional, the cost is high capital cost and material removal rate is less.
Now, I want to talk about the key features of machine to build cylinder head. To create the cylinder head is used two machine and two process in one machine. The process that go through is selective laser melting (SLM) and CNC machine. The first is SLM. Selective laser melting is an additive manufacturing process that uses a high-powered laser to select, melt, and fuse metal powder layer by layer, which is a broader category of metal 3D printing. There are four main features using SLM. First, increase productivity. Increase productivity, efficiency, and productivity due to neater result. Ensure design capability. SLM offer unparalleled geometric design freedom as it can be performed in complex area, suitable and circle economic. Manufacturing uses SLM reduce metal wasting and energy consumption because they are not exist material. And the last, achieve process control, reduce defect and improve product quality. Next, to build the cylinder head, can use a CNC machine. CNC machine is a device that uses computerized control and automate the operation of tool and machinery. It is widely used in various industries for tasks such as cutting, milling, turning, drilling, and more. The main feature using CNC machine is accuracy. CNC machine can get accurate measure the produce various product dimension of cylinder head parts. Second, complex and indirect design. The CNC machine allow the precise execution of complex design. Third, time efficiency. CNC machine offers significant saving time compared to the traditional manufacturing method because it needs to be placed in the machine control computer. And the last, stability and flexibility. CNC machine can be programmed for the desired part and geometry.
The process of making cylinder head involves several steps. The first step is design and CAD modeling. A CAD model of the car cylinder head is the first step in the hybrid production process. A digital representation of the components, size, characteristic, and internal structure is provided by this model. The second step is material selection. For the cylinder head, it is essential to choose the right material. It must have the right levels of the tensile, journal, stability, and other characteristics for the engine to function. Depending on the necessary features, other materials may be taken into consideration, such as cast iron or aluminium alloy. The third step is selective laser melting. The cylinder head is constructed using the SL method layer by layer. A thin coating of metal powder is consistently deposited over the powder bed to create the parts initial layer. Depending on the machine and application, each layer's thickness might range from 10 to 100 microns. The next step is preparing the SLM machine. The SLM machine is prepared by loading the appropriate metal powder material into the machine powder bed system. The powder bed is typically made of metal alloy such as aluminium, titanium, or steel that can be selectively melted. Next, layer by layer building. The assembly process builds the cylinder head layer by layer. The first layer of the part is formed by uniformly spreading a thin layer of metal powder over the powder bed. The thickness of each layer can range from 10 to 100 microns, depending on the specific machine and application. The laser rapidly scans the powder bed, melting and fusing the metal particles together. The laser's power and scanning speed are carefully controlled to achieve the desired melt depth and control the energy input. This controlled melting process ensures proper metallurgical bonding between the successive layers. The last step is cooling and layer repetition. After each layer is selective melted, the newly formed solidified metal needs to be cooled at suitable temperature before proceeding to the next layer. The cooling rate is monitored and controlled to prevent dissolution or wrapping. The next step is subjective manufacturing. After the paste of SLM is over, the partially produced the cylinder head goes through subjective manufacturing procedure to improve its dimension shape and surface polish. This entails using CNC or for machining processes including milling, drilling, and boring. After trimming away any extra material, the necessary features like coolant, passage away, and valves are carefully machined.
Step 5. Surface finishing and heat treatment. The cylinder head goes through surface finishing procedures after the machining process in order to acquire the appropriate surface texture and quality. Techniques like grinding, polishing, or sheet pinning could be used for this. Additionally, method using heat may be used to enhance the material's qualities, such as its hardness or strength. Step 6. Quality control and inspections. After the hybrid manufacturing process is finished, the cylinder head goes through a rigorous quality control and inspection procedures to make sure it complies with the necessary requirements and tolerances. This involves measuring dimensions, evaluating the condition of the surface, and using non-destructive testing techniques like X-ray or ultrasound examination. The last step is assembly and integrations. The completed cylinder head is now prepared for assembling and integrating into the engine. It will be put together with the other engine parts including valves, springs, and camshaft to make a whole assembly. In conclusion, to obtain the proper surface finish and guarantee adequate sealing and performance, final finishing operation like grinding, polishing, or coating may be used. In comparison to conventional manufacturing technique, selective laser melting enables the production of sophisticated internal structures, high accuracy, and low material waste complex metal components like cylinder head. That's all from our group. Thank you.